Welcome to College Station, Texas, at Kyle Field, home of the 12th man, and ready to cheer on the Texas A&M Aggies. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the winners of 8 straight, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. From the gun, give on the inside. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference. Be great in your conference. Get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. They just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. To the ground to try to move the chains. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. They'll try the run. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Hand off from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Looking for room. It's Collins. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
Really nice run, rips off 6 on the play, but it brings up a 4th and 2. LSU quick to the line. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a 4th down stop. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown LSU.
We knew this offense wanted to come into this one establishing the run, guys. They didn't even attempt to throw on their first drive. They were more physical. They were pushing guys around up front. And this guy caps it off with a nice touchdown.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. First down for the offense. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Running the ball's in the Aggies' DNA. I mean, that dates back to the Junction Boys.
It's the physicality. They find those guys up front that can make holes, and I think that's when you've seen the great A&M teams. Really good offensive line, paving the way for those backs and those great teams they've had.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
The give out of the gun. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves him with second and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Power football with the run. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
So I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Looking for room. It's Nunez. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Texas A&M going up tempo. Quarterback checking off. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Fires to the wideout. Oh, picked off. Taking it the other way. And the interception was enough. The return made it even better as he gets it down to the 48-yard line.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Here's the handoff. And he's able to pick up a few yards as we reach the end of the first quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They go to the ground. Oh, they knock it free. He picks it up, still on his feet.
You know, these running backs have to keep 5 points of pressure on the ball, especially against this defense that prides themselves on creating takeaways. The offense, real lucky they jumped on that one.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. He wants to throw it. Gets it out fast. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives live. Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
That's where they'll mark it down, and the next snap will come from just inside the 30-yard line. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think...
Sends it downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Now on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's O'Neal. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You can tell breaking on the football really, really well. Seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it. Almost had another interception.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd down, going up top. More than enough time in the pocket, and he fires left. And it's caught inside the 30.
When you play DB, it's a really hard thing to do in college football. When you play DB and you get 0 pass rush, it's an impossible thing to do in college football.
Coming after it. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. This offense has a 2nd down play. They keep attacking through the air. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
I understand the quarterback wants to get this dominant wide receiver the ball as often as possible, but I wouldn't try to get it to him in double coverage. I think you have to let the defense's coverage dictate who gets the ball. There was somebody else open on that play.
This is a 3rd and long. The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Shaw. Setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on 3rd.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. The give on the inside. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. They'll go to the ground. Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the 1st down.
When you think Texas A&M football, man, you think running the football all the way back to R.C. Slocum, a great Aggie head coach. You just want to be the more physical team, and you want to be imposing your will. This guy right here toting the rock has the ability to wear and grind on defenses. He brings that physical presence to this offense.
They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Finds a little bit of room, give him a couple down to the 23. Texas A&M going quickly. Dropping back, it's O'Neal. Pressure coming. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. And
he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Aggie. On to attempt the try. Bangs it through for an extra point. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Simmons. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
He now has 85 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. They have relished this tight victory since the last time these two got together, Powell.
It's just winning is beautiful. And when you beat your rival and you get those bragging rights, Palmer, it is a glorious thing for a whole year and sometimes longer.
Well, that's the best thing about rivalry games like this. For the winning team, whoever pulls this one out here today, their fans are going to be bragging about this one for a long time.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
And the Tigers want to pick up the tempo. Handoff from the gun. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, this offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air, it's Shaw. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. And it's 3rd down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. That is no good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. From the gun, the running back has it. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Man, and they tried the surprise onside to start the second half. And this game's a great game. It's been back and forth, tie football game. Maybe trying to jumpstart yourself. But I'll tell you what, now you've put your defense in a bind. Let's see how they respond.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if the dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
It's hard to stop breaking. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Touchdown Tigers! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Arkansas is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turned. These Hogs have gotten up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to Kansas State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt. And
here comes the offense on second down. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's got it down the left. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Got him downfield. Not down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. Plays like that, he's fitting in with the Aggie legends, Christian Kirk and Mike Evans.
And that's when you've seen them just high-flying, fun, tempo, making plays down the field. Having those go-to guys, those A&M offenses were always fun to watch.
Texas A&M going up-tempo.
I mean, what great athletic ability to toe-tap the sidelines and keep them in bounds. What a one-yard gain.
Looking to throw it again. Makes the grab outside. It's Nunez. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Pocket starts to collapse. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. On a little time, lets it go. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time. And he finds his man for the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense.
Touchdown, Texas A&M. Reeled it in and just made the house call. Ready to try the point after. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Simmons. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind.
He's loose. Powers through. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Purple and Gold's got this running game going right now. And you don't want to get overzealous here, but this is a type of talent
that could do what Leonard Fournette almost did when he nearly got to 2,000 yards in the season.
And I love when commentators say, I don't want to get over myself and get overzealous and get too excited. He's having a day. Get excited. This dude's a beast.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35. The Tigers want to crank the tempo. Using his legs, it's Collins. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the 1st down.
LSU moving quickly, going to work again on 1st down. Leaves it with the running back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. And now they've moved into the red zone. Defense in press coverage. They feed him again. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
And nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. That's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do.
This crowd knows when to bring it. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Firing to the right, complete. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
A lot of guys on defense playing really well with their eyes right now. They were not fooled by that jet sweep.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Using his feet. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half. He'll try to tack on one more. You have to imagine we're going to see a bit more of these designed runs as this game goes on.
No doubt. This is a guy that can run it. He can throw it. So what do I do? How do I stop it? Do I play pass? Do I play run? I mean, it's very frustrating to try to stop this kind of guy when you see the explosive capabilities and making it happen on his own.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. First play of the drive, it's the end around. Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the 3rd period. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Back to throw, it's O'Neal. He makes the connection. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a fourth down. On fourth down, going to the air. Feeling some heat. Blasted as he lets it go. And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in them. That time they weren't able to come up with it. Be curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
And there they go again, another huge gain on the ground. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. A first down run in the red zone. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. Off the play fake. They're bringing heat. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown LSU. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Texas A&M going quickly. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Campbell. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to find his man on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After the misfire, it's 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's O'Neal. It's complete on the right side. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. He wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Campbell. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, I know everyone expected this guy to put up big numbers, but I don't know if anyone thought he could go for over 2,000 receiving yards on the year, but he did with that last catch. Wow.
He's brought down solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him.
Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Aggie! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Simmons. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him one. There by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the single back. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now on first down from the 28. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Give to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on to David. Finally, David, to get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. Here comes the option. And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price. This is a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Great example of a receiver just winning at the line of scrimmage against press coverage. He's able to get a clean release, and that allows him to push down the field, stack the cornerback, made it an easier throw for the quarterback, and now all of a sudden they're in the red zone.
It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this